Hey, good morning. It's Bev. It's the Bev D Show. It is May 20th, 2019. Just a real quick little hello. I promised I would get back on track and get these shows back in order. I was in Orlando for a few days and got me all off track and didn't really have a studio on the road, I suppose, where I could have done it. But, so hello and good morning. I put a simple little message out there. I woke up today and I'm really feeling like I need a vacation from my weekend. It's just been really busy. I'm very blessed. A lot of things going on. But one of the things I wanted to do is something that's very important to me, that I practice what I preach, if you will. And one of those things is to absolutely show up. Showing up when it doesn't feel like you should, showing up when you don't quite feel there, when it would be so much easier just to curl up on the couch and turn on a marathon of Sex and the City or something like that and just watch The Office for 6 hours on end and then figure out, well, I better fix myself something to eat. That's the kind of day I kind of want to have, but no. I'm getting up. I am showing up, and I was about 60 seconds late today. But that is my thing. I record this live at 7 a.m. Monday through Friday. Just a couple of things. You can go to Spreaker Studio. My show is there. You can click on it. You can like it. You can follow it. You can share it. And here's why. I'm getting some pretty cool messages about the show that it is making a little bit of a difference. And especially Tuesdays with Todd, we're getting some really good feedback there. Todd is a recovering, as you would say, substance abuser. Plus, he was also just in a horrific accident where he fell and just crushed everybody, all the bones, all the people that work together to make you walk and use your hands and your feet. He was an iron worker. He was an Iron Man, and he can't do that anymore. So the Lord has led him in a different place, and now he's, he works with folks like Hope United, and he helps them out as far as folks who are recovering from different types of addiction. So, that puts us on a bigger platform. It'll put us out there with the potential of being on iHeart and Spotify and all those good major platforms. Right now, we're just a little thing going on, and I like to call it practicing because, I'm making some, really good strides here, but along with that comes mistakes. But one thing I want to keep doing is exactly what I had talked about before, and that is, show up, get up, show up, and do your thing, and get out there. And one of the biggest things is, there are so many times I came back from this big old, really, really energetic regional meeting. Orlando is just an amazing city, very welcoming. Every restaurant, I don't care where you go, whether it's, it's a little tourist place, but, whether you're at the drugstore, Walgreens picking up something that you forgot, or the hotel, everybody is so nice. And it's a feeling that you get. I was talking to Tim about it yesterday. As soon as you land, in Orlando, for me, it's different than other places I've flown and landed. There's just instant magic. The airport is completely its own country. It's so big. You shuttle from place to place. When your taxi or your Uber driver brings you there, you're driving around these highways that absolutely, encompass and surround the airport. And it's pretty amazing. And you're on the plane, and it's with screaming kids, and, they're either going on their way to see Mickey and Minnie at Disney World, or they're coming back wishing they could still be there, and they're miserable and they're on the flight. But it's a whole thing. It's a family flight, and you know it, and you know it going in. I remember the first time I was flying out there. I'd been there many, many years ago in the early 80s. But it had been that long since I'd been to Orlando, and I looked over last year, and I looked over at my buddy and I said, "Hey, why are all these kids on this plane? It's crazy. They're screaming, crying, wanting juice and all this stuff. And he goes, "If you're on your way to Disney World," and it's like, oh, that's right. And then he brought up Vegas. Like, when you go to Vegas and you land there, and I did that last year as well in the fall, and it's just a different feeling. It's just a different place in the United States of America that offers us play, weather, scenery. You come from northeastern Ohio, everything is lush and green and beautiful flowers and all of that northeastern Ohio offers us, because I happen to think it's a pretty darn beautiful place. But you land, over there in Vegas, and you're just dropped off in the desert, and you're surrounded by all those beautiful mountains, and then you go East Coast and you're in Florida, and you're looking at all of the the beautiful palm trees as well. But it's a little bit of a different landscape, and I think that we're very blessed. And let me tell you something: if I had not shown up years ago, if I did not give up years ago, if I did not keep pushing like I did years ago, I wouldn't have had the travel experiences that I've had in the past year. I wouldn't have made new friends, new comrades, new teammates, and it kind of makes me, like a little bit like shake inside. Like, what if I had not? Because if there was one thing I was doing when things were tough, is I was getting up. It was a struggle. I was showing up, more of a struggle. I was down on my luck. I was going through a hard time. I showed up. And so that's what today's little message is about, because I got to get ready and go show up. We got a new class coming in, but I want to tell you guys, don't give up. Don't you dare. You know what? When I did a speech, a little presentation, if you will, when I was in Orlando, and it was in front of all of our sales execs, and what I want them to know is, we need you. We need you. We didn't just say, oh, let's populate these people in different places across the country. We need you. You have a task. You have a responsibility, and be happy about that. We can't do it alone. One person can't sell in 49 states. We need a good, strong team. And so wherever you work and whatever your responsibility is, you got to show up. You got to be part of it. People need you. And, at those times when you think no one does, somebody does. Somebody's out there and needs you. And so on this Monday, it's May 20th, somebody loves you, somebody needs you. And the only way you're going to find that out, if you're in a place where it isn't, show up. And, show up. Don't you dare give up. This is just a little quick message on Monday for you. I can't believe what this does for me and how much energy I get from just talking to you guys for a minute. So here's how it goes. When you're afraid, do it anyway, okay? That's called courage. And show up. Don't give up. I know I'm saying it over and over again because I don't want it to leave your brain, all right? So have a great day. And if you're wondering if anybody loves you out there, I do. Have a great day.